सीता राम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान।
लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान।
लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान।
सीता राम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान।
जय सीता राम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान।
जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय।
गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय।
गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय।
गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय।
जय सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि।
जय सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि। जय सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि।
गौर हरि जय 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 गौर हरि। गौर हरि जय गौर हरि।
जय सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि।
जय सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि।
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा
माधव जय कुंज बिहारी।
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी।
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी।
गोपी जनवल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी।
जय
गोपी
गोपी
जनवल्लभ
जय गिरिवरधारी। जनवल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी
Yashodanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Jaya
Braja Janaranjana
Yashodanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana
Yashodanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana
Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Bihare Jaya Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya
Kunja Bihari Jamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Kunja Bihari
Hari Jaya Jamuna Jaya Kunja Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Wanna be our rhythm keeper, Ed? Jaya Radha
Jaya Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Madhava Jaya
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya
Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jaya Kunja Bihari
Chaitanya. Are we all turned up here? Is everyone, all the mics are live? Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare.
Hey Gopal, Radha Krishna, Govinda Govinda, Hey
Gopal,
Gopal,
Radha Krishna, Govinda, Govinda.
Hey Gopal, Radha Krishna, Govinda Govinda.
Hey Gopal, Radha Krishna, Govinda, Govinda. Hey Gopal, Radha Krishna, Govinda, Govinda.
Hey Gopal, Radha Krishna, Govinda, Krishna, Govinda, Govinda,
Krishna, Govinda, Govinda.
Krishna, Govinda, Govinda,
Krishna, Govinda, Govinda.
Hey Gopal, Radha Krishna, Govinda, Govinda.
Gopal, Radha Krishna, Govinda, Govinda. Hey Gopal, Radha Krishna, Govinda, Govinda.
Hey Gopal, Radha Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Krishna, Govinda, Govinda.
Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Krishna, Govinda, Govinda. Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Krishna, Govinda, Govinda.
Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Krishna, Govinda,
Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Krishna, Govinda, Govinda.
Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Krishna, Govinda, Govinda. Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Krishna, Govinda, Govinda.
Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Krishna, Govinda, Govinda.
Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Krishna, Govinda, Govinda.
Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Krishna, Govinda, Govinda. Govinda,
Gopal Radha Krishna Govinda Govinda.
Gopal Radha Krishna Govinda Govinda. He Gopal Radha Krishna Govinda Govinda.
Gopal Radha Krishna Govinda Krishna Govinda Govinda
Krishna Govinda Govinda.
Krishna Govinda Govinda
Krishna Govinda Govinda. Krishna Govinda Govinda. Krishna Govinda Govinda. Govinda Govinda. Krishna Govinda Govinda.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Hey Gopal Radha Krishna Govinda Govinda
Gopal Radha Krishna Govinda Govinda. He Gopal Radha Krishna Govinda Govinda.
Gopal Radha Krishna He Gopal He Gopal He Gopal He Gopal
He Gopal, He Gopal, He
Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Nandalal Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Nandalal
Govinda, Govinda, Gopal Nandalal.
Krishna
Govinda,
Govinda
Govinda, Gopal Nandalal. Krishna Govinda, Govinda, Gopal Lal, Govinda, Govinda, Gopal Nandalal.
Krishna Govinda, Govinda, Gopal Nandalal. Krishna Govinda, Govinda, Gopal Nandalal. Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal,
Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal.
Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal
Hey Gopal Nandalal,
Hey
Hey
Gopal
Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal.
Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal
Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal, Hey Gopal Nandalal.
Hey Gopal Amala Harina Amiya Vilasa Amala Harina Amala Harina Amiya Amala Harina Amiya Vilasa माधव नवनीत दास
गोविंद माधव नवनीत दासकर गोविंद माधव नवनीत दासकर
गोविंद माधव
नवनीत दासकर
गोविंद माधव नवनीत दास
गोविंद माधव नवनीत दासकर
सुंदर नंद गोपाल सुंदर नंद गोपाल जमुना तटचर गोपी वासन जमुना तटचर
गोपी वसना
जमुना जमुना गोपी वसन हर दास रसिक कृपमो रास रसिक कृपमोय 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 श्री राधा वल्लभ वृंदावन नतव श्री राधा वल्लभ वृंदावन नतव श्री राधा वल्लभ वृंदावन नतव श्री राधा वल्लभ वृंदावन श्री राधा वल्लभ वृंदावन नतव श्री राधा वल्लभ भक्ति विनोदाशाय भक्ति
विनोदाश्रयाय भक्ति विनोदाश्रयाय
भक्ति विनोदाशाय कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल कृष्ण
Gopala Radha Krishna Govinda Govinda.
Welcome, everyone. We are going to now have our ceremonial cutting of the ribbon. You don't need to stand up because we don't have that many ribbons. But you're welcome to turn around and watch if you'd like. We have our state comptroller is joining us, as well as our chief county executive of Montgomery County. So we're going to be setting ourselves up here and getting ready for the ribbon cutting. Then we're going to invite everyone into the temple room, and we'll be having some remarks from some of our esteemed guests. After that, we'll have a performance of the group that's been basically providing background music so far. The entertainment hasn't actually begun, so hold your seats. Then we'll all go downstairs for our dinner. That's the plan. And how many of you have been to India before? How many of you know what India flexible time is? Indian Standard Time. Yeah, I think it's more flexible than standard. So we're going to try to keep as close to the schedule as we can. And we're so happy that you're here. And we're going to cut the ribbon, and then we'll continue with our remarks. Okay, so we have to get our...
There are assigned seats for our special guests. You might see your name on the chair up towards the front.
Sonia. Test, test. Okay, good. Where are you going to be? Be someplace where I know you are, like right there is good. But I need to be able to see if I have to tell you. Like, go tell them out in the hall where they sent. Go tell where people sent. Hare Krishna. Where's he's not watching. Hare Krishna. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. It's a very joyous occasion, but I think before we start celebrating our joy, considering the state of the world, it would be appropriate for us to take a moment of silence, perhaps a moment of prayer, remembering and feeling an empathy and thought of those who are suffering today around the world, in Gaza, in Israel, in the Ukraine, in Russia, and so many other places, including our homes. So we'll take a moment of silent prayer, please.
So there's no rush. I was thinking it's gonna be like 5:30, 5:40. Are you sure you want to hang out for that long? You okay? 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah, I think I'm okay. Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Comptroller Brooke Learman, County Executive
Well, we're on the Zoom.
Ticket
I'm going to stop my video.
So many religious leaders.
You have everything you need
Religious freedom
with him,
advocates, professors, neighbors, fellow devotees, and
and you can project him on the screen there, right?
And I think it's more exciting for me to sit here and look at all your faces than all of you look at the back.
I would put him first, you know.
I don't have control of the flow of the program.
That's okay. Sonia.
She
Okay.
tells me when to put it.
Okay. So he just hangs out there for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys just tell me when to put them up.
Well, I'll come. I'll knock. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me go talk to Sonia. Senator Lamb, hold for 10 minutes, please.
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
In 1965, some 50 plus years ago, an elderly Indian Swami or renunciate landed alone in New York on a cargo ship. His purpose was to carry forward the mission of his guru, to spread the teachings of Lord Krishna, the teachings of Bhakti Yoga or Devotional Yoga to the Western world. He was 70 years of age. He had no institutional support. His sponsorship consisted of 30 days in Pennsylvania, and then it ended. Other than that, he knew no one in America. He came with $7 worth of rupees, that those of you who know the history, you couldn't convert into dollars in those days. So literally, but he brought with him a real treasure, which was three trunks of his translation and commentary on the Sanskrit scripture and Bhagavad. After years of hard struggle, he was able to attract a small following among the younger generation and open a small storefront in New York City Lower East Side, which more American than the first storefront. From there, after a few months, he went to San Francisco, where he met his more disciples, who organized a mantra rock concert. Those of you that know what this means, you're dating yourself. Where he introduced the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra to the West Coast. At the concert, he was joined by notable today, including Janis Joplin and the Grateful Dead. The Hells Angels were the security guards. From there, Srila Prabhupada soon sent disciples to Canada, to the UK, to Europe, and then around the world. His disciples made friends with the Beatles. George Harrison began writing hit songs about Lord Krishna, like Lord. And from there, the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra or prayer became known, sung, and chanted all over the world. Prabhupada soon returned to India, where he was greeted as a cultural hero. And he filled ponderable events with tens of thousands who wanted to know why these young Westerners were so seriously looking up the culture, their culture, with great devotion. Today, there are 17 ISKCON temples in New Delhi alone. Although Srila Prabhupada passed away in 1977, his movement, his guru's movement, Lord Krishna's movement, continues to grow. Today, ISKCON has over 700 temples around the world. This month, here to celebrate, we're so happy and so grateful to be with us. This is the newest standing temple. ISKCON public. ISKCON's publication now is the world's largest publication of Vaishnava literature. Bhagavad Gita, as it is, Prabhupada's translation and commentary, is published in 80 languages and is the largest selling Bhagavad Gita in the world. ISKCON's vegetarian free food program feeds 1.1 million a day school children, primarily in India alone. And most importantly, ISKCON continues to inspire community, devotion, and mutual respect for people of all faiths and all backgrounds. We're most grateful that you are here to celebrate this new temple and our expanding community with us. There is too much suffering in the world. There is too much loneliness in the world. There are too many wars. Too much racism. Too much sectarianism. Too much exploitation of the world and her creatures. Too much hate and too much violence. We, the members of the ISKCON community around the world, especially Washington, we're pledged to work with all of you, our fellow religious leaders, academics, political leaders, neighbors, and friends, to help address this bill. We do so by promoting a teaching of the unity of all beings, a teaching that real happiness lies within us, in connection with the divine, with God. That excessive materialism cannot satisfy our thirst for belonging and for connection. That God, who we refer to as one Christian, is our best friend, and the service to the divine and living oneself to the servant of all others, of every color, every religion, every nationality, every gender, every political persuasion, every species, is the path to lasting peace and fulfillment for all of us. I'd like to close with a prayer from the Srimad Bhagavatam on the same literature that Srila Prabhupada was born in poems seated in the temple of Bharat. The first section of that is a translation, the translation from Vlad Maharaj, child saint in our tradition of Vietnam. May the entire universe be blessed with peace and good hope. May everyone driven by envy and enmity become pacified and reconciled. May all living beings develop abiding concern for the welfare of others. May our own hearts be filled with purity and serenity. May all these blessings flow naturally from this one supreme benediction. May our attention become spontaneously absorbed in the rapture of love unto the transcendent. Thank you very much. So my name is Nitin Das. I am the Governing Commissioner, have a supervisory role for this particular temple and temple in the northern part of the world. And people ask me to tell me today, congratulations. Like, yeah, very good person a few years ago. So I'd like to introduce that very qualified, capable, and devoted person. Ananda Gautam is the president of ISKCON, where she serves since 2011. Previously, she was the administrator and teacher of a boys' school in the sacred city of Vrindavan, India. Under her leadership, this temple has been constructed and now open and consecrated. And it's kind of interesting. I don't know what kind of divine hand is that we're going to perform the students is going to follow her. So somehow the two of them with her spiritual administrative leadership. His expertise is giving so many people here tonight. He gave a lot of money with a smile on his face. Mystic connection. Let's give him a nice one.
Respected guests and dear friends. Back in 1966, again, we go back to New York, and there is a store uptown in New York called Bell's Shine. And in that store, which was a kind of a trinket shop with all kinds of things, many different types of bells. And behind the door in the storage room was one very old black marble statue of Krishna. And shortly after the devotees had visited that store, the early disciples, the owner gave this statue of Krishna to the first ISKCON temple in New York City, to Srila Prabhupada. So it was the first deity given to this international movement. And then in 1973, Krishna, the same beautiful,
ancient
ancient
marble
marble
form
form
of
of
Krishna
Krishna, Murti,
came to
came to
DC,
DC,
and in
and in
1976
1976 he came here to this property in Utah.
and
And
today
today,
in 2024 he has come to this beautiful new building, and we are
and
so
we are so
honored
honored
and
and
so
so
grateful
grateful
and
and
so
so
happy to
happy
share
to
this
share
moment
this
with
moment
all of
with
you
all of you
today.
today.
Thank you
Thank
all
you
for
all
being
for
here.
being here.
So
So
if you
if you
look
look
around
around on the top
edge
edge
of
of
this
this
room,
room,
you
you
have
have
bells.
bells.
And
And
so
so
this
this is
to
to
remind
remind
us
us
of
of our beginnings,
of
of
how
how
Krishna
Krishna
came
came
into
into
our
our
life.
life.
And
And
bells
bells
also
also
call
call
us.
us,
They
they
waken
waken
us.
us,
They
they
call us
call
to
us to
pray,
pray,
to
to
community
community together, to eat
together.
together.
They
They
announce
announce
a
a
welcome.
welcome,
They
they
signal
signal
shelter.
shelter,
They
they can
make a
make a
sound
sound
of
of
peace,
peace,
or
or they can bring us the alarm.
bells can
Bells can
also
also make us sing,
dance,
dance,
and
and
worship
worship with joy.
And they
And
can
they can
move
move
us
us to be sober, to be serious, to be prayerful.
So
So
bells
bells
make
make good sense.
And
And my hope
for
for this new building
is
is
that
that we will make good sound,
good
good noise
in
in our efforts to serve all of you, to support you in your efforts to create wonderful communities in your neighborhoods, in your counties, in the states. I see that we want to collaborate, we want to work together to build communities that care, to raise consciousness, to help people think philosophically, think spiritually, think unconditionally, think and see the true religion, show up with humility and affection. This is my hope for our community in service to all of you.
Hi everyone, I'm
One
Congressman
time
David Trump.
Prabhupada told a story. He was with a disciple and he said to the disciple, "You will go where I cannot go."
And the
And the
disciple
disciple was
was
surprised
surprised
because
because
Prabhupada
at that
at
point
that point
Serve one
traveled
another
the
and
world
love one another.
numerous times.
And
And he said, "You will go to the future.
and
And how you treat people, they will know that God loves them." So my absolute gratitude, my absolute joy that you are here today to share with us and celebrate this milestone. We hope and pray that we can live the teachings and be a very active and joyful part of your lives.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Nanda.
Nanda.
I'd like to introduce Professor Francis Mooney. He's a professor and Roman Catholic priest. He taught at Boston College for 21 years before going to Harvard University in 2005, where he is the Parkman Professor of Divinity and Professor of Comparative Theology. His primary areas of scholarly are theological commentary or writings in Sanskrit and Tamil traditions in India, and the developing field of comparative theology. Frank is also a member of our very first Vaishnava Christian Dialogue series held in Boston, was later brought to Washington, D.C. It's been going on for, I think, 26 years now. And a very good friend of his traveled all the way to Boston today. I know that because my wife was talking about something she picked him up.
Thank you.
I'm very happy to be here today, very honored to be present on this wonderful occasion, and very daunted to be up here speaking with so many esteemed persons on the program. So it is an honor to find you. I was thinking the last 2 days about what it is that we celebrate today, and thinking about the meaning of the opening of the temple. And there are many ways to think about temple communities, Vaishnavas, Christian people of other faiths traditions. But a temple is a holy place, place where God dwells, a place that He's made more holy over time. By the endless devotion and prayers and scripture of devotees again and again and again and again. While I was thinking these last few days, it came to my mind, it might not come to everyone's mind, a story about Pillai Lokacharya. Pillai Lokacharya was one of the great Sri Vaishnava acharyas of South India, who lived about 800 years ago. And in his Sri Vaishnava, one of his great texts, the story comes up about why is it that we have temples at all? And it's everything that's what's the point of the temple? We believe that Vishnu is everywhere, Vishnu fills the world, Vishnu is above, Vishnu is below, Vishnu is within us. Vishnu is everywhere. So why have a temple? And Sri Lokacharya explains to the people, you have to think of this as something like water. Yes, we have the Parashara form, the Avatar form, the Anjali, and the Arjara. The Parashara form, the transcendent form of God, is like the cosmic waters that surround the earth. They are always there and always beyond our reach. The Vyuha form, the form of God in the world, is like the great ocean. They are there, they are deep, they are enormous, and we dare not go into them very far. The avatars are like a river in flood. And for a time, the river is rushing and the waters are flowing and it's powerful and it's manifestation. And then the avatar is gone and it's back to normal. And the Antaryami form, God within the heart, is like the groundwater. Deep down inside, there's water deep down. There are deep roots out of which our spirituality and our love lives, but we can't get to that point. It's far away. And Pillai Lokacharya said, finally there are temples, the Archavatar, the Murti in the temple. And the Murti in the temple is like a pool of water that becomes a lake. And the pool of water that becomes a lake after the rain and when the river flows is there for everyone. People can come and bathe in the river. People can come and get buckets of water to use for their drinking and cooking. Children can play in the water. People can swim and sport in the water. Animals can live there near the water, birds can come and land on the water, and so on and so on. The temple, the Arjavatar, is the place where the water is most accessible to people in ordinary lives. And blessed are you who live alive, that you're able to come to the temple again and again, every day, every month. Because God is here in this way. And I think that is what we celebrate today. I took it upon myself to do a little geographical thinking, and realizing that Divya, as the Sri Vaishnava would say, the holy temple, is a part of a network of holy places in this area of Maryland. Forgive me if my geography is wrong, but I'm glad I'm Google Maps. Not too far away, and I believe we can also this is Our Lady of Mercy Catholic Church. Not too far away is the Atomic Presbyterian Church. St. Peter and Paul Orthodox Church. Different Christian denominations all nearby. There's the congregation of Har Shalom, a Dr. Shalom synagogue. Nearby, the people of Jewish faith, blessed the land by their presence and their worship every Sabbath. The Islamic Community Center in Poland is also very nearby. Not too far away, I'm not sure if it's walking distance, but it comes to Country Park. Buddhist site, Buddhist meditation center, Theravada Buddhist tradition, I believe. And what's beautiful there about the temple is that people can come here and be here and worship here, and then realize that their neighbors, their sisters, and brothers are worshiping nearby as well. And one of the beautiful overflows today is people from so many different backgrounds are here, that we're able to visit each other's holy places. And hopefully, the hospitality will go in all directions, and people can visit one another. So I think it's a blessed day, and this temple is blessed when it's new, and 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 100 years from now, it will be all the more blessed because of all the prayer and all the worship that is taking place. So I close briefly, because I know my time is short, with two verses of Holy Scripture. One is from the Psalms of the Bible, a verse from Psalm 27, that speaks to the meaning of God's presence in holy places like temples. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom should I be afraid? One thing I ask of the Lord, one thing I seek, that I may live in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord, to know the Lord in his holy temple. And then I'd like to read a verse from the beautiful Tamil poet Namalvar, author of Tiruvannamalai. It has a special resonance today for me with us introducing me. The last time I read it in public was when we were at a Christian Vaishnava dialogue near Tirupati, the great temple. And we were driving after the conference finished all the way up the hill to the top, seeking darshan of the Lord on the top of the mountain. And I mentioned that the poem for Namalvar speaks to the beauty of Sri Venkateshwara. And while this Venkateshwara is not the same form of God as exactly here, I think reading this verse will be a fitting way to conclude of the holiness of God's holiness. The Lord lifted the hill, protecting his people from the rains in their sin. The Lord spanned the earth after Father gave his few steps. The Lord is the supreme Lord. So come, let us go to Holy Mecca, that holy great mountain. If you go to the temple this way, all your needs will follow.
Thank you very much, Frank. It's now my pleasure to introduce the Honorable Brooke Lehrman. She is a civil rights and disability rights attorney. She became the first woman comptroller in the state of Maryland, elected in January 2023, after serving for 8 years as a state delegate representing the city of Baltimore. She gave up her seat to run for the state's elected chief financial officer. As comptroller, she is focused on championing policy and pursuing partnerships that ignite economic development and empowerment, equity, and resilience. I'm just going to mention the people we are speaking all that miles about 5 pages long. And please forgive me, I'm not PhDs and presidents, queens, and prime ministers around the world qualificating all over each one. Just give you a brief introduction. So please come and say some words. Thank you so much.
Namaste and good evening. I am Brooke Lehrman. I am honored. I do not have a PhD. I am honored to be serving as the 34th Comptroller of the state of Maryland, and I am truly humbled and honored to be here with you on this incredibly special and memorable occasion. I'm delighted to see some of my colleagues in public service, County Executive Mark Elrich, and my former colleague in the House of Delegates, now PSC Commissioner Kumar Barve. So wonderful to be here with you both. And a huge thank you to you, Anutama Dasa, for welcoming me here. And a congratulations, wonderful and exciting to Anandanda Vrindavasan for all of your incredible work. Really, really profound. I know a little something about what it's like to have a big vision and to have to go out and raise a lot of money to get there. So way to go. I was so excited to be here today because this community and this temple has provided such a special place for so many generations of Marylanders and adds to such a rich tapestry as Father Clooney discussed here in Montgomery County, a rich tapestry of religions and faith communities that make our county and make our state so strong and so special. Several months ago, I attended a funeral for a friend of mine, and one of our other friends gave a memorial discussion, and he said something that resonated with me, which I think is appropriate here. He said, when we were younger, we asked ourselves the question, what is the meaning of life? And different faiths teach us different meanings, although they are all very closely aligned. But as we grow older, perhaps a more fitting question is not what is the meaning of life, but how do I want to live my life? And that's not a one-time question, right? We ask that question and can ask that question each and every day. How do I want to live my life today? Full of humility, joy, forgiveness, gratitude, building community, tearing down walls, or in some other way. And you here, by building this inclusive space, by building a faith full of love, community, humility, gratitude in order to worship, you answer the question of how you want to live your lives each and every day by growing your community, by growing the goodness here in Maryland, and spreading spiritual and philanthropic life. Through the cultural festivals you throw throughout the region, through the free food distribution that you do in the greater metropolitan area, you continue to give and give and give. And this new space will only aid in growing your impact. You continue to make an important contribution to the county, and as comptroller, I salute you. I was sworn in I was elected along with Governor Wes Moore, of course, our former colleague in the House of Delegates, the first ever immigrant Lieutenant Governor Aruna Miller, Attorney General Anthony Brown, and I look to work in partnership with them and all of you to build a state that it has communities that are more equitable, more resilient, and more prosperous. And I recognize how important the faith community is to fulfilling that mission and that vision. So I will always stand ready to work in partnership with all of you, full of gratitude for the work that you do, the time you give up, the devotion you give to this important cause. I look forward to continuing developing a meaningful partnership that can further strengthen our communities here in Montgomery County and throughout all of Maryland. Thank you for having me. I'm so honored to be here, so humbled to be here and celebrating with you. I look forward to working with you all to build a better Maryland. Congratulations. Ananda, can I have you for 1 second? Now I'm so delighted to bring as well a citation on behalf of the 1,200 team members in the Office of the Comptroller and the people we serve in celebration of the grand opening of this temple. I'm not going to read it all because it's long, but congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
Now it is my honor to introduce the Honorable Mark Elrich, who is the County Executive of Montgomery County, Maryland, who first visited here as the candidate for the County Executive of Maryland. So thank you very much, and we do recognize that we get the credit for your election. So, Mark Elrich was elected as Montgomery County Executive in 2018.
You should be on there now.
Okay, make sure you mute.
Yeah.
And as a teacher in
Still live.
school.
I think he's logging in. Senator Lamb, are you there?
Helping improve kindergarten readiness.
1 second, let me make sure.
Racial
Senator Lamb?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I was scared, that first link will expire. So you're going up in about 5 minutes.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Got it?
So I'm very honored to be here, and it's nice to be greeted by people who say, I have a picture of you from 4 years ago. And that's, right before COVID hit, and you all were starting to think you were going to be building a temple, and then things kind of got a little bit delayed through all that. But that was, really important. It was a really good opportunity for me to meet the community. It was great for what I was totally going to say.
Senator, I have Sonia Chopra here, the lead coordinator for the event. She just wanted to say a thank you and a quick word to you.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Sonia.
I really appreciate your time and thank you so much. We have County Executive Mark Elrich speaking right now. And right after that, we're going to play your message. We're going to pull the screen down. It'll play. Everyone can see you. It's a packed hall with over 350 people. But
oh, great.
You won't be able to see them. And I'm sorry about that.
No problem. That's okay.
Here, I'll flip the camera.
He can show you.
Yeah.
And he's going to show it to you right now before you have to speak. But thank you so much again.
Sure.
Stay in touch. Really appreciate it.
Brooke Learman spoke as well already, or?
Yeah, Brooke Learman just finished speaking, and Mark Elrich.
Yeah, Elrich speaking, and
Elrich speaking.
I'll show you. I'm just
Okay,
going to.
no problem.
Not because they're going to make you richer, but because they're going to create a community and a place where everybody is safer and everybody's healthier, and all of us have a better chance of achieving the things we wanted to. And, you know, I thought a lot about
So he knows who his audience is.
purpose. And the purpose was to do good. I thought of the
So
Bodhisattva, my favorite
that's your audience here. Yeah, I'll keep the volume down. I'll keep the volume down. I'm going to mute you and I'm going to get off the video. And you're going to give him the go ahead to speak?
Yeah.
You just want to chat and just let him know? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, he'll send you a Zoom message. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
They're just controlling everything from in here while the audience is right outside.
On the broadcast. Okay. The Zoom is on the broadcast.
Oh, the Zoom is on the broadcast?
I just stand there because I didn't understand the
No,
words anybody was saying, but you could feel the energy even if you could not understand the words.
That's it. That's what's getting broadcast. This is my broadcast. This is my previous stream.
Okay.
Well, the audio might be. That's the audio. It's not. I haven't really.
Yeah, I think Mark Ehrlich's almost done.
Okay.
They're saying this. Watch me.
And people are coming here from all over. And I want to thank you for the work you did during COVID.
This is my
helping
previous.
us feed people. That was one of the most important things we could do. We had no idea the depth of hunger in Montgomery County. And when we had to address it, the county was not equipped to address it.
No, I'm going to mute it then. I'm going to mute me.
Places to put food out. And but for the religious community largely, we would have failed to feed people. And if you want to understand the depth of the hunger, we spent $17 million on food during COVID. We spent $17 million last year, and I put $17 million again this year, because anybody who's feeding people right now will tell you the lines are as long and the needs are as great. And all COVID did was uncover what the reality was for people. It did not go away just because COVID went away. So we've tried to maintain a commitment to things that really matter. I hope you know that the Asian community is now 16% of Montgomery County's population. 1 out of every 6 people is Asian. And to put it in context, in 1970, the county was 95% white, 4.5% black, and 0.5% everybody else. So you would be less than probably 1/10% of the population back then. That's how radically we've changed. Today, we're 16% Asian, 19% black, 21% Hispanic, a very different county, and a county I'm really proud of. We talk a lot about diversity and what it brings for us, and I can tell you from our trips to both India, Vietnam, and Taipei, that we brought a lot of businesses with us from Montgomery County, people who had roots in those countries. And what we found is when we got there, people knew something about Montgomery County, which surprised us. But what they knew about Montgomery County is we were diverse and we were welcoming. And they knew that because their connections here, who decided to locate in Montgomery County, were very active in their communities back home, talking about why they came to Montgomery County. So while we were talking to people, our best advertisements were not our handouts. Our best advertisements were people from the native communities who could talk about why they were in Montgomery County. And it says a lot about diversity, because when people elsewhere begin to think of you as a haven and a safe place to go, that means you've done work at a level that I think is really important. I attribute a lot of that Dyke Leggett, who started this journey to inclusiveness, and we've continued to build on it. It's really made a difference, and it makes a difference here, but I think it makes a difference in how people perceive us outside. I want you to know, if you don't know already, that Montgomery County has released the first healthcare provider handbook for Hindu patients. And so and we will be doing this for other religious groups, because people do not have all the same customs and sensitivities. Doctors need to know what those sensitivities are, so we'll be providing those. And I just want to kind of close by saying I look forward to working with you. I want to thank
He's done.
Shani Chowdhury
who's an advisor of ISKCON.
I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna get off camera.
APA advisory group for spearheading the project. And I want you to know you're always going to have a partner in me because I think we both serve the same goals. We're trying to drive change in the same direction. And I welcome you being part of, a broad group of people in Montgomery County who think that our job needs to be purposeful and it's got to lead to making a better world. And with that, I want to read a little certificate to ISKCON. And it's in recognition and appreciation for your commitment to diversity and making Montgomery County a better place to live and thrive. Congratulations on the grand opening of your new temple.
Senator Clarence Lamb is a member of the Maryland Senate, and he was hoping to be with us here today, but we understand there's a vote. Yes, that's what's coming. Yes. Is it going to hit me in the head? We're learning some of the details of this building yet, you can see. Okay, no, I'm good. I'm good. Just make it. He is, we're told, voting in Maryland, in Annapolis right now. We believe he's connected here on Zoom. It's the first time we've talked to Annapolis on Zoom. We're going to see how this works. And I'm looking at our guys in the back room. Okay. I don't know if one means we're ready to go or it means 1 minute. Say a joke or something. Ready to go. Okay, go ahead. No. That means no. Keep talking. Okay. Okay, let's see. Frank told me some Jesuit jokes today, but there we go.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here virtually with all of you. I'm State Senator Clarence Lamb with the Maryland General Assembly, and I apologize that I could not be there in person this afternoon. I know you're joined in person there by County Executive Mark Elrich, as well as Comptroller Brooke Learman. We are in the final 3 days of the legislative session here in Annapolis, and we were voting up until just about an hour ago, and I was hoping to be there to join you to celebrate on this wonderful occasion, but unfortunately we'll have to join you virtually via Zoom. But I did want to bring greetings and warm wishes on behalf of the General Assembly on this wonderful occasion to celebrate the grand opening of your new temple. This is truly a wonderful occasion to recognize all of the work that the International Society of Krishna Consciousness has done to support the Hindu and Indian American community here in Maryland. As the chair emeritus of the Asian American and Pacific Islander Legislative Caucus and as the only physician in the State Senate of Maryland, I commend you on your work and your community service. Clearly, your 50 years of leadership and service is reflected in the support that you have from your community, and to be able to construct this new temple that reflects the scale and commitment that you continue to have in advancing Hindu culture, religion, and heritage, it's an incredibly important reminder of why we need to continue to cherish our diversity here in the state, the diversity of cultures, experiences, ethnicities, religions, and races that make Maryland so unique and special. Like many of you, I come from an immigrant family myself. My father is from Hong Kong. My mother was from Taiwan. And I realized growing up that I had many opportunities here in America that we simply wouldn't have had we not been here. That's what inspired me to run for office for the first time. And for the last 9 years, I've had the privilege of representing parts of Howard, Baltimore, and Anne Arundel counties in the Maryland General Assembly. Now, I'm running for Congress this year in May's primary election after the retirement of Congressman John Sarbanes to serve as the next representative of Maryland's 3rd Congressional District. And this could be really a unique opportunity. Not only is Congressman Sarbanes stepping down after 18 years, but this could be the very first time that Maryland has an Asian American ever elected to Congress. The 3rd Congressional District encompasses all of Howard County and the northern half of Anne Arundel County, from Annapolis on north to Baltimore, to the Baltimore City line. And while some of you may not reside in Howard or Anne Arundel County, I found during my tenure in the General Assembly that as an AAPI, as an Asian American elected official, my constituency often extends beyond the boundaries of my own district lines, as Asian Americans and others throughout the state turn to my office for help, even if they're not constituents, because they look for a familiar face or someone who understands their background, heritage, and culture to ask for help or to come for assistance. And so if you know friends or family that live in Howard and Anne Arundel counties, please encourage them to remember to vote in the upcoming primary election on May 14th. Let me close by thanking all of you for being here on this special occasion. And as a leader in the Maryland General Assembly, I know how difficult it is to be a leader in your communities. And so I'd like to extend a sincere appreciation to the governing body commission, your staff, the spiritual leadership there at the DC ISKCON Temple for your dedication to renewal, your spirit and strength in commitment to your faith, and your continued service to tending to the needs of the Hindu community there. I'd also like to express gratitude to the members of this temple, as it's not just the physical space that makes a temple special, but it's also the people and your faith in believing in the continued spirit of service that truly make a temple a welcoming, special, and spiritual place of faith. And so as I close, I have a citation to present on behalf of the Maryland General Assembly that we will make sure gets to the temple as well. And it reads, "Be it hereby known that sincerest congratulations are offered to the International Society of Krishna Consciousness in recognition of your grand opening of your new temple and for your tireless service to the Hindu and Indian American community in the Washington area for the past 50 years, presented on this 6th day of April by myself, Senator Clarence Lamb, and on behalf of the entire Maryland General Assembly. Congratulations and all the best of many years of continued service to the community and in the continued spirituality and community embodied by your new temple. All the best."
So our thanks to Senator Lamb for joining us from afar. I also want to just recognize Kumar Barve, who's been a friend of the ISKCON Temple for many decades, serving for a while as, for many, again, decades, the majority leader of the House, the delegates in Maryland, been particularly the first Indian American person elected to a statewide office in the country, if I remember. So thank you for your years of service and friendship. Jagir Revel is the first secretary in charge of the Income Tax Overseas Unit. I hope that's less political than it is over here these days. At the Embassy of India in Washington, D.C. He has more than 20 years of experience as an Indian Revenue Service, IRS, officer, and has national and state government leadership experience. At the embassy, he handles the portfolio of the Income Tax Overseas Unit and Community Affairs. Be careful, those of you that are still Indian citizens. He's watching you. As well as represents the government of India at the ICAC. He's here. We're very grateful you're here representing the Indian Embassy today. There's no ambassador at this current time, so we're very, very grateful that you've come here representing the government of India. And please come share some remarks. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. The words start mantra Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That stands for two lords, Hare Krishna, Shri Krishna and Shri Ram. This year is very special. The reason being is that in the month of January, our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi inaugurated Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir in Ayodhya, if you have heard. Yeah, Jai Shri Ram. And in the month of February, our Prime Minister went to a city called Dwarka, near Gujarat. And he offered prayers to the submerged temple and monuments of Dwarka under the sea. The two are the most important part. And third is this, we are here. Now, as my friend suggested, they started a journey from 1965, when we heard the first time Hare Krishna movement. I'll just go back in the 15th century, when we have Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who started the Bhakti movements And from that, this all started. And just go back 5,000 years back, when we have Lord Krishna, Lord Rama moving on the earth and trying to teach the most important part. In the month of January, our Prime Minister suggested a movement called Chalo India. That is to at least request our Indian diaspora to at least request 5 of American friends to visit to India. For what purpose? The purposes are different. One is called culture tourism, heritage tourism, as well as spiritual tourism. When I figure out, okay, we had this kind of call of the Indian diaspora, I figured that ISKCON is already doing these things from the last couple of years. They are trying to, and this is called a movement, Hare Krishna movement. Why the term movement is used? Because they are really changing the lives of people. When I went to West Virginia, I met a very good friend of mine, Jai Krishna Das, Swami Jai Krishna Das. And I stayed for a couple of days. I figured out the kind of struggle they made in this country. Just imagine, in a very winter, without any facilities, they were trying to figure out the Hare Krishna movements. And just imagine, as a saint, I'm coming to USA with having only my books and trying to speak or trying to teach the Srimad Bhagavad Gita verses to the American people. And after some time, these people are now part of my movement. Isn't it magical? That is all because of the blessings of Hare Krishna and Hare Rama. And we are really grateful to the ISKCON to be part of our Indian culture, our spiritual cultures, and so on. Just give, because some of my friends just use some of the figures and data. I love to use very few figures. Like Indian population is around 5.3 million approximately. And the contribution in the GDP of USA, any number? Any number? 6%. Amazing, amazing. The doctors, we have any idea the amount of the number of Indian doctors? Approximately 85,000 to 1 lakh, serving to 30% population of USA. Do you know the motels and hotel culture? The Indian, yeah, the Indians, the Patels, whatever we use the word. They are having around 384 billion turnover of the hotel industry is owned by Indian Americans. Just imagine. There are figures and figures and figures. So we should be proud as an Indian. We are enriching this country, and again we are enriching the India-US relationships. And this is not economic part. We are also trying to breach the gap by means of spirituality as well as by the means of culture. And I'm really proud to be over here, to be at this movement in front of Lord Krishna, Lord Rama. I really like one of the best dialogue of a movie called Karthikeyan. If some of my friends might have seen it. They just explain Lord Krishna is one of the best musician, kinetic engineer, one of the greatest architect, and Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are really thankful to the ISKCON publications. Srimad Bhagavad Gita by Prabhupada is one of the best selling, one of the most sold book by ISKCON. And as Mahatma Gandhi told us that whenever he found difficulties, the only solution he find from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. There are lot and lot of words to say, but really no more words now. Just pray to the Lord. Shri Krishna Vande Jagat.
Thank you very much, sir. We now have two. We're going to have the sign come down again. I stand here, see if it still clears. We have two video messages. First, from Maryland representatives of the national government. Senator Chris Van Hollen, who also has been at our temple for previous events, has been serving as a U.S. Senator from Maryland since 2016. His top priorities as Senator include creating more and better jobs, strengthening small businesses, and increasing educational and job training opportunities for individuals of all ages and in every community. He's worked successfully to pass bipartisan legislation on issues including expanding medical research for the 85,000 Indian doctors, I heard, is that the number? And protecting the Chesapeake Bay, which is important to all of us. So we have a brief video from Senator Van Hollen.
Hi, I'm Chris Van Hollen, and I'm proud to represent the great state of Maryland in the United States Senate. I'm sorry I cannot be with you in person, but I am honored to join you to celebrate the grand opening of the new ISKCON of DC Temple. Your Krishna community has been a spiritual home and a guiding light for worshipers here and for our fellow citizens across the capital region for decades, and it will continue to be so for generations to come. This weekend's Temple Opening Festival marks a new chapter in this community's dedication to care for one another, serve one another, and love one another through extraordinary acts of service and kindness, which will only expand in this new space. We celebrate together today with this ribbon-cutting ceremony as we also celebrate the many worshipers who have made so many contributions here in Maryland and around the region, from the arts to the sciences to sports to business to public service and even to good food and so much more. And for me, this ceremony hits very close to home, and I'm proud that my terrific Maryland State Director, Asha Matalwar, is able to join you all to celebrate this gathering in person. And I'm proud of my former colleague in the United States Senate, Kamala Harris, now the Vice President, who made history as the first Indian American to be elected Vice President. Only a few weeks ago, in honor of the Festival of Holi, the Vice President said, "As we celebrate the triumph of good over evil, may the vibrant colors of Holi brighten our world with joy, hope, and positivity." I hope today is filled with that joy as you celebrate the opening of this temple. And I look forward to our continued partnership together. Congratulations.
Thank you, Senator Van Hollen, for that message. We have one more of our political leaders who's...
Hi, I'm Chris Van Hollen,
Although it makes me think in terms of a joke, when I was downtown not too long ago, there was a meeting on Capitol Hill, and there was a recently elected congresswoman, and they were talking about how things have become a little polarized, as we all hear in Washington, D.C., and how sometimes there's a lot of tension. And she happened to be Jewish. You could address any of our congregation. But she mentioned me. She said, actually D.C. is pretty simple. She said, I was on the board of our congregation for 10 years. That was tough. So in a few minutes, we're going to be hearing from some members of our community as well as some members in the Interfaith. One last message. Congressman David Tron, one of our political leaders, was elected in 2018 to serve Maryland's 6th congressional district. He serves on the House Appropriations Committee, the Budget Committee, and the Joint Economic Committee. He's fighting to make progress on issues that matter to Marylanders, including opioid epidemic, criminal justice reform, mental health, and funding for medical research. So we will play the second and last video that we have for all of you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Congressman David Tron. It's an honor to join you today here in celebrating the opening of the new ISKCON Temple here in our beloved state of Maryland and my hometown of Potomac. For 50 years, the temple has been a pillar of faith, cultural heritage, and community service in the Washington area. It's astounding to reflect on the journey and the impact that this community has made over the decades. The temple serves as a spiritual home that thousands of folks has been key to promoting and preserving Indian culture in our state. Places of worship, like the temple, are the centers of our community, the centers of education and support for the community. They remind us of the value of coming together to celebrate shared humanity. Looking ahead, I'm excited to see how the ISKCON Temple and this community will continue to grow and thrive. What you all contribute to Maryland's culture and spirit is truly priceless, and you can always count on my support. So here's to many more years of service and celebration of the community at the ISKCON Temple. Thank you. Take care.
Chamanpuri and his wife, we know, are members of our local ISKCON congregation and longtime supporters of the Hare Krishna Temple and other Hindu temples in the Washington, D.C. area. Chuman and his brother have managed and run a construction firm that's done a lot of work for members of the community over the years and has been very active as a consultant and a guide in the development of this temple. We're very grateful for his support and friendship, and he's here approaching us now. Chuman, please come and share a few words.
Hare Krishna. No, louder. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. That's better. My wife and I, we have been coming to our temple in here since 1976. And it has been our desire and the desire of the community to build a new temple because the existing temple is too small, too old, not adequate to meet the needs of the congregation. So over past 30 years, the congregation and the management tried a few times to spearhead an effort to build a new temple, selected an architect, but it didn't pan out. But the building today here, the new temple, is a testimony of the fact that if you have the desire, you have the determination, and you're willing to work hard, you can make things which look impossible possible. And that's what a team of devotees did. It is not one person's effort. Like I said, a team of devotees got together and they put their heart and soul into it to build this beautiful building. Krishna has given each one of us some talent. There are different talents each one has, and resources. And if we can put our talent, our resources to serve Krishna, we are fortunate. So all these team members who put all this effort to build this new temple are fortunate because they use the talent and the resources given by Krishna in his service to build a new home for him. But to build the temple is not only determination, we need the money also. And it's not easy, it's an expensive building, and that's where one of the devotees in here, he stepped up. And Lakshman, can you come here for a second? No. Come here. And Chaitanya Nitai, with his hard work, his dedication, and his art in making relationships, he got commitments for $14 million or close to $15 million now. And he has raised cash close to $10 million. And that looked impossible a few years back, and he made it possible. Thank you very much. This temple couldn't have been built without your help. As far as I'm concerned, I have given a minuscule to the temple, but what I've gotten in return is tremendous. I'll give you an example. You're coming in the temple, you try to learn about scriptures in as much as you can, and so there's a function going on in here, and one of the devotees asked me to say a few words, and so I spoke a few words, and he came to me afterwards, and he said, you spoke well, but if you had some knowledge also, it'll be far better. And then coming in the temple in here also, music is an integral part of our prayers. And after coming, it gave me inspiration. I started learning music and harmonium and start singing, and I thought I did a good job. So we are having a Janmashtami function in here. The temple was full, and one of the devotees came to me. He said, why don't you sing? And I was flattered. And I said, I'm that quality, I can sing? He said, no, if you start singing, people will leave and the temple will not be that crowded. So all that inspiration and all the encouragement I have gotten in here, thank you all very much. Thank you, the team, which helped to build this beautiful temple. You know, we'll be all gone. The temple is going to be here for decades and decades to come. And hundreds and thousands of people will come in here to pray, get peace. And it feels so good. The whole team, I believe, feels so good. They were part of building this temple where all these hundreds and thousands of people decades from now will come and pray and get peace. Thank you all very much.
Now I invite the Honorable Saeed, who's been a close friend for many, many years. Dr. Saeed is the founder and president emeritus of the Islamic Society of North America. He is also one of the founders of the quarterly American Journal of Islamic Social Sciences and served as its editor-in-chief for many years. He's participated and been a frequent speaker at interfaith dialogues in the United States and Canada and served as a member of the Board of Trustees of the Council for Parliament of the World Religions, and also we spent many years in Vaishnava Muslim dialogue here in Washington, and we're very grateful you're here to speak with us.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Greetings of peace and love. For me, this occasion is of a special happiness and jubilation. My career in America, which began with the founding of Islamic Society of North America, this half a century, I have personally inaugurated at least 100 Islamic centers. Our organization has been instrumental establishing these centers, centers of peace, understanding, religiosity, spirituality from city to city, from state to state. So therefore, today, when I am here, I feel much greater joy because we were able to build those hundreds and thousands of Islamic centers because you were, same time, building your temples. America has become a temple of understanding and diversity because all of us have the freedom to do, according to our faith, a contribution to this country that is dedicated to diversity and pluralism. So it's amazing what can be achieved when there is freedom of religion. While we were building these Islamic centers in America, I remember in many of our countries, churches were burned, synagogues were burned, and other places of faith were burned. But that was totally a desecration of the very message of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's amazing what we have experienced in America. When that crazy pastor announced that he was going to burn a copy of the Quran, many of you may recall, it was in 2010, it created such a nervousness here in America. Everybody felt from White House to every house. We felt so nervous. It was not only the Muslims. Rather, I was running the organization at that time. And I was not that nervous. The reason is that after all, he could burn one Quran. He can burn 1,000 Qurans. But Quran is a message enshrined in the hearts and minds of humanity. So I got calls from our interfaith friends and our partners. The Conference of Catholic Bishops, representing 60 million Catholics, called me. They said, we want to tell you that this pastor does not represent Catholics in America. I got a call from the Secretary General of the United, this Conference of several other organizations, Jewish and Christian and other, that you tell us what should we do to tell you that we are not with him. First I told them that you don't have to do anything, it will not be that harmful, but all of them were concerned. They wanted to express their solidarity. They wanted to express their resentment against this kind of thing happening in America. So I decided, I said, on 10th of September 2010, we will have a conference, we will have a press conference in the National Press Building. And about 80 of these leaders, not just individuals, leaders representing solid demography of religions in America came. And they said that we reject this threat of the pastor. But they did not end the day just by making that announcement. What they did was they sat down and they created an organization which is called Shoulder to Shoulder with American Muslims against anti-Muslim sentiment, upholding the American values of respect for all religions. It was established in 2010, and it is part of the American landscape. It has prospered since then. So the Shoulder to Shoulder is a reality. It is an American-born reality, and it has since then been working on the principle that they wanted to advance in America. So it is amazing what we can achieve in this country. That's what I was telling you, the joy that I experience today is a joy that will be expressed by expanding this horizon of America. And that is the prayer that I have, and that's the message that I wanted to convey. Here is my gift to you. This is a century of Islam in America, given to Krishna consciousness, right? We are one, and America is our responsibility. Its pluralism, its diversity is something that we want to pass on to our next generation. Thank you very much.
I just want to briefly invite Ashima Talwar, who is a state director for Senator Van Hollen. Here she is. She has a certificate. In addition to the video, we have a certificate as well. So thank you for being with us.
Absolutely, and thank you. Yes, hello everyone, Hare Krishna. I'm Ashima Talwar, Senator Van Hollen, State Director. First want to say thank you to Ananda and Anuttama Prabhu and to Sonia Chopra, wherever she is, for all of her efforts in coordinating. And congratulations. As Comptroller Learman had mentioned earlier, my family is one of the families of Marylanders that's been coming here for decades, and Senator Van Hollen joined me and my family at Janmashtami about a decade ago and presented a congressional citation then that was hanging in the old Munder's entrance, and so here I am presenting a new citation for this auspicious occasion to be hopefully hung here as well. The citation is presented to ISKCON of DC in celebration of its grand opening of its New Potomac location, in anticipation of its commitment to serve as a rich source of spiritual guidance and fellowship to its devotees, with appreciation for all it will do to serve the Vaishnava, Hindu, and Indian American community in the state of Maryland, and with deep gratitude for all it will do to encourage peace, meditation, and consciousness. Signed, Chris Van Hollen, United States Senator, on this day. And also, yeah. And Senator Cardin's representative, Kevin Mack, wasn't able to be here today, but wanted to send his regards as well. So this is from the United States Senators from Maryland. Thank you.
Those of you looking for any kind of business investment, I think shops that do framing after all these citations will do very good, and you're welcome to leave your business card with us before you leave. We'll put it out for open bidding at the end of the evening. We have just a few more speakers. The Honorable Sharvanam Manimekala is the president of the Association of the United Hindu and Jain Temples. We're very grateful that she's here. She's been on the board of directors and also treasurer for the Council of Hindu Temples in North America. She's been serving for more than 4 decades at the Murugan Temple and is dedicated to supporting and improving Hindu culture. So, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Namaste. It's my pleasure in representing as the current president of the United Hindu and Jain Temple Association in a special VIP grand opening ceremony. Our hearty congratulations for the grand opening. 12 temples around Maryland, Virginia, and DC are united together with an objective to include the promotion of the Hindu religion, charity, humanitarian, and educational activities to further the understanding of the Hindu religious and cultural practices in the US. 12 temples are, our representatives of the 12 temples are present here. 12 temples are Babs Swami Narayana Mandir, Chinmaya Mandir Mission, Durga Temple, Gayatri Barivar, Greater Baltimore Temple, Hindu Temple, ISKCON Temple, Jain Temple, Mangal Mandir, Murugan Temple of North America, Rajadhani Temple, Sri Siva Vishnu Temple, Sri Venkateshwara Lotus Temple, and Vishwa Hindu Parishad of America. These are the 12 temples united together. We formed UHJT, United Hindu Jain Temple Association. I am proud to announce you that UHJT was initially planned by the members from notably 2 temples, Sri Siva Vishnu Temple and the ISKCON Temple. Dr. Clark Lobenstein, then the executive director of IFC, Interfaith Council, was instrumental to form United Hindu Jain Temple and Association on September 23, 1993. The current president of the IFC, Mrs. Maithili Bachi, is here with us in the audience. In 1993, UHJT members decided to celebrate Diwali as a unified event by all the temples and Hindu organizations. In earlier years, almost all our united UHJT meetings were held in person at ISKCON Temple at this center. On our heartfelt thanks go to ISKCON Temple for providing us with the support, giving encouragement, meeting room, prasadam, and guidance to go forward with our objectives. ISKCON never failed to extend their support at any time during all these years. On behalf of all our temples, I wish ISKCON all the best. I thank you once again for giving me an opportunity to be in the grand dignitary celebration, and my congratulations to the grand opening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'd like to now invite Reverend Emily Berman D'Andrea, who is the lead minister here in our own town, where I learned today Congressman Trone is also from here in Potomac. She's the lead minister of the Potomac Presbyterian Church. Thank you so much for being with us today. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Good. We are honored to be able to celebrate with you all on this wonderful occasion, and I feel like we're bringing up the rear, so we're almost there. I am the Reverend Emily Berman D'Andrea. I serve as pastor at Potomac Presbyterian Church.
And hello, everyone. I'm the Reverend Chris McAuliffe, and I'm the Associate Pastor at Potomac Presbyterian Church. And Potomac Presbyterian Church is a sister faith community to ISKCON here in Potomac, located just in Potomac Village, nestled between Potomac Post Office and Potomac Elementary School.
Potomac Presbyterian Church, Pastor Chris and I are united with ISKCON through the Potomac Area Interfaith Community, or PAIC, which Ananda helped to found and is currently serving as our vice president / secretary at the moment. The Interfaith Community rotates leadership of PAIC, and we come together at Thanksgiving to worship, to express gratitude for our shared humanity. We meet as a group, as an interfaith group, every other month to touch base, to plan, and to remain in community with one another. Ananda has shared her wisdom with the members of Potomac Presbyterian Church during adult education classes. She's instructed our parishioners about core beliefs of ISKCON.
We value and celebrate interfaith dialogue, interfaith witness, and interfaith community. We are grateful to be able to be here and part of this celebration as interfaith representatives on the occasion of the grand opening of your new temple.
So receive a blessing from our heritage, from our tradition for you on this wonderful occasion. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up the light of his countenance upon you and grant you peace as you gather, as you celebrate, as you worship, as you dance, as you sing, as you engage with one another in this beautiful new temple and cultural hall. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. And we do a little singing around here, too. Yes, I was appreciating that she's aware of that. So just a couple other remarks. We want to invite up Christina Poi with the governor's office, Governor Westmore's office, and Preet Thakkar with the lieutenant governor's office. They're here joining us today. We're very grateful for that. Lieutenant Aruna Miller was planning to come, but we're all aware of the crisis in Baltimore with the harbor and the ship and the bridge. So she had to cancel her commitment that she made to us to be with us. But we're both grateful. We're very grateful to have both of you here.
Hare Krishna.
Namaskar, Namaste, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
It's an honor to be standing here today in front of all you distinguished guests and management of ISKCON Temple, which is a landmark in Potomac for over 50 years. Our heartiest congratulations on the completion of the beautiful temple building. With me today is Administrative Director Christina Poi from the Governor's Office of Community Initiatives, and she would like to say a few words.
Prior to the pandemic, I've been here to ISKCON, the grounds, the temple. I had a tour of the temple for Jamashtami, the Lord Krishna's anniversary of his birth. And I was always welcome here. I always enjoyed communing with your community, the congregants, the devotees, and the leadership. And I just wanted to thank you for allowing me to be here today to participate in the ceremony today, the opening. And it means a lot to me to see how beautiful the new temple is. All of the natural light is just beautiful, and the lotus. And my name means lotus in Chinese, so that has a special meaning for me. But I want to thank all of you for what you do for our community. I am a resident of Montgomery County. My family has been in Maryland for over 100 years, and what you do for the community is not just here in Potomac, not just here in Montgomery County, not just here in Maryland. It's for all over. There's a ripple effect, and I've met people from Virginia that have come here, from New Jersey and Pennsylvania, during the Jamashtami, and I know that the ripple effect is throughout the world, so thank you so much.
Thank you. And we would now ask President Ananda Vinender and also Commissioner Anuranda Das to join us. For a citation, we want to present on the Governor Moore and Lieutenant Governor Miller's behalf. So the citation says, the state of Maryland, Governor of the state of Maryland to ISKCON, greetings, be it known because of your demonstration of high integrity and ability, meriting our great trust and respect. We are most pleased to award you the Governor's citation in appreciation of your outstanding service to the citizens of the state. And it's signed by Governor Moore, Lieutenant Governor Miller, and also Secretary of State Susan Lee. Thank you.
Actually, I didn't know that we chose a design after you. I didn't realize who got the credit for the lotus on the ceiling, and now I know. Appreciate that. Okay, thank you, Sonia. Many of you know that in ISKCON and Hare Krishna communities, the sharing of food is an essential part of what we do. So when I noticed how much all of you were eating when we were doing the hors d'oeuvres, I was feeling very distraught because I know there's a very big feast downstairs as they're preparing to serve. So we asked an extra 17 people to speak. So we'll be here till about 9 o'clock just to make sure you, no, that's not true. But the honoring of food is very, very important in our tradition. So we will be doing so in just a minute or two. I just want to recognize Dr. Arun Bhandari, who is here from former Governor Larry Hogan's office. Where are you? He is somewhere here. Yes, thank you so much for coming. Very much appreciate it. And we have one final video, Senator Ben Cardin, who is one of our senators here in the state of Maryland. He's been serving as U.S. Senator since 2006. He's been a national leader on health care, retirement security, the environment, and fiscal issues. He's currently serving as chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee and as a senior member of the Senate Finance Committee and the Environment and Public Works Committee. So he's joining us via video. Then we're going to have a few minutes of our beautiful mantra chanting.
Spoken. Was it a written message?
I'm
I'm
not sure.
Oh. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay. See, when people come up and whisper in your ear at the podium, you have to pay more attention. So we were expecting remarks from Senator Cardin, not a video, but his representative is unable to come because he heard. Some of you have texted his office and said, come on, this is going too long. It's time for dinner, please. So we just want to recognize Senator Cardin, how responsive he is to the needs of the community by cutting this a little short. We do have, where is our priest? Okay, please come up. We have just a few moments of Vedic mantras by Manoram Prabhu, who is one of our lead priests here in our community, was very instrumental in performing all of the necessary rituals and religious activities and transferring the worship of the temple from down to the hill to up here. He'll just chant a few minutes of mantras, and then we've asked our congregational members here who are quite well known actually outside of the DC and Potomac area for their chanting. They'll be performing for us for a few minutes, and then we'll go downstairs for dinner.
Thank you. I'm not going to take more than 1 minute because all beautiful singers are here. We want to hear from them. Thank you. Harihi Om Om Shahanaz Bhavato Shahanaz Bhanakto Shahavirjan Karababahai Tejasvinayavadhitam Astu Mam Viddhi Swabahai Om Shanti 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 ॐ शं न मित्रस्वंवरुणः शं न भवरतर्यमा शं न इन्द्रबृहस्पतिः शं न विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वय तमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मस्मि तमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतमवदिष्यामि सत्यमवदिष्यामि तन्नाम अवतु तद्भक्तारमवतु अवतु मम अवतु भक्त्यारम् ॐ शान्ति 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 ॐ शुक्लं वरदरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नप्रशान्तयेत् ॐ जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण थैंक यू
So many people are aware of Hare Krishna's chanting on the streets and in our temples and other places, but often people wonder, what is this chanting all about? What is this singing? And we understand it's a repetition of the names of God. It's a calling to the divine to assist us in reaching the service, pure-hearted service of the Lord. And it's often translated in this way: O Lord, O energy of the Lord, please engage me in your service. And our Srila Prabhupada, he particularly emphasized for all of us, we should do so in a particular mood. And he described the mood should be that of a child calling for his or her mother. We are very small. God is very great. We need the mercy of God to be happy in this world and be protected into the future. So I'm going to invite Gauravani and friends. They're going to be singing for us for a few minutes. Hare Krishna mantra, perhaps some other chants. We'll have a chance to relax, listen to this beautiful devotional prayer, actually. And then we'll invite you all just afterwards to go downstairs and take our dinner.
Good afternoon, everyone. What he didn't tell you is that he's my dad. This is my dad. He's leaving that part out.
You heard the temple cost $14 million. The entertainment budget was really low.
Between my dad and Chaman Puri, we have just like, it's like a comedy show here. I don't know, So thank you for this opportunity. My name is Gauravani. This is Shrivani. We are part of the local temple congregation. And we're musicians. We're joined today by Jayant on mridanga drum. Most of these instruments, except for the electric guitar and the electric bass, are traditional instruments, especially this drum and these cymbals. You would have heard these played hundreds of years ago, some form of this two-headed drum thousands of years ago. And this process of singing together has become very important all throughout the world. Congregations in every different kind of religious group sing together. And as I've grown up in this community, I've noticed the words holy name come up a lot. Some traditions say the name of God is so sacred that you can never say the name. And some traditions say the name of God is so sacred you must only say the name, which obviously are different ways of touching on the same point. So I'd like to start this, we just have a few minutes of singing together, and sacred sound is very powerful. There's a kind of urban legend that says that hearing is one of the last senses that leaves us when we're leaving this world. There's a famous story of a man named Mel Blanc. Does anyone know who Mel Blanc is? Looney Tunes, the voice of, 1,500 voices Mel Blanc knew from the Looney Tunes. He was Bugs Bunny. He was all these characters, Mel Blanc. And he got into a car accident in his 60s. He was already very, very famous. And he went into a coma for 2 weeks. And the only thing that pulled him out of his coma, this is a true story,
I heard it on a podcast about his life. The doctor accidentally said, "All right, what's up, doc?" He was looking at his chart, and he said, "What's up, doc?" And Mel Blanc went, "Ah, bah, bah, bah." And his son said in the interview, no one could figure out why the engine wasn't starting. He had no injuries from the car, but hearing that sound restarted his engine. So if "What's up, doc" can do that, what to speak of the holy name, right? Reawakening us, reminding us of our original spiritual connection. So we'll start with an ancient mantra that's at least 5,000 years old. We can check later with Father Clooney. Om Namo, please repeat after me. Om Namo.
Om Namo
Bhagavate.
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
And there are many ways of translating these prayers, but for today we can say, he who owns and possesses everything in full, Bhagavan, who has and controls everything. He is a loving person, and may I get to know him. May I have a relationship with him. So this was sung by a little boy named Dhruva, who had gone to the forest to meet God. He was only 6 years old. And his mother had a rough day, basically. In Bhagavatam, the story is Dhruva had a very rough day. And to placate her 6-year-old boy, his mother, Suniti, she told him, well, here's how the sages describe God. Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu.
Bhagavan Vishnu. Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu.
Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu. Mangalam Garudadvaja. Mangalam Garudadvaja. Mangalam Pundarikaksha. Mangalam Pundarikaksha. Mangalaya Tanohari. Mangalaya Tanohari. So with this description rolling in his heart and his mind about how beautiful God is, how majestic he is, how auspicious and blessed he is. And one of the lines describes that his eyes are like the shape of fully blossomed lotus petals. So with this description rolling around in Dhruva's heart, he went to the forest to find God, to meet God. And there he met a great teacher named Narada, who taught him a mantra, this mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dhruva's prayer at the time was, he didn't want to build a temple. Dhruva wanted to build a palace so great that his father would be embarrassed by how famous and wealthy his son had become. But Narada gave him this mantra to cleanse and purify his heart. This is the power of sacred sound. And Dhruva's heart began to transform. I'll sing, you sing, please. Om Namo. Om Namo. Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Prahlad, you sing.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo. Together. Bhagavate Vasudeva Bhagavate
Vasudevaya Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Bhagavate Ketu Duty on electric guitar. Please give Ketu a round of applause. Let it go, let it go. Ed Fitzpatrick from Philadelphia on electric bass guitar. Please give Ed a round of applause. Let's all sing together. Om Namo Bhagavate. Everyone. Om Namo Bhagavate. Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Again, please. Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya
Om Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu
Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu
Mangalam Garudadvaja
Mangalam Garuradhaja
Mangalam Pundarikaksha
Mangalam Pundarikaksham
Mangalayatano Hari.
Mangalayatano Hari.
Okay, everyone take your hands like this or like this. Lift your hand up and make a big lotus eye. We have the lotus above us. So go like this. This is the lotus eyes, right? It's one of the qualities of the divine described in this mantra. Eyes like fully blossomed lotus petals. Pundarikaksha. Om Mangalam Pundarikaksha. Mangalam Pundarikaksha. Again. Mangalam Pundarikaksha.
Mangalam Pundarikaksham
Mangalayatano Hari.
Mangalayatano Hari.
Om Mangala Mangala Mangala
Mangala
Mangala
Mangala
Mangalayatano Hari. Om
Mangalayatano Hari.
Om Mangala
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 Mangalayatano Hari. Mangalayatano
Hari.
Om Mangalayatano Hari.
Mangalayatano Hari.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Please clap your hands. Vasudevaya, Vasudevaya,
Vasudevaya, Vasudevaya,
Vasudevaya, Vasudevaya,
Vasudevaya, Vasudevaya,
Vasudevaya Vasudevaya
Vasudevaya, Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Now, as the legend is told, Dhruva, 6 years old, by the blessings of his teacher Narada and by the chanting of this mantra, he got darshan. Darshan means he was seen and he saw. He was seen and he saw the divine. Now, there are so many ways and so many traditions of perceiving the divine. But in Dhruva's case, he was so overwhelmed by the experience of darshan that he said, I was such a fool. I wanted a grand material thing. Now, we know we're in a beautiful temple space. It's very grand in physical form and shape. But of course, the temple must be built within the heart as well, right? We may attend a physical congregation, but if you don't build the temple in the heart or the church in the heart, it's what they call, idol worship, IDLE worship. So the mantra that our tradition is most associated with is called the Hare Krishna mantra, and my dad introduced it earlier. 3 simple words. Please say Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
and Rama.
Rama.
They're, in the most simple understanding, these are 3 names of the divine. Hare is the Sri Radha, the divine feminine, the heart of God. And Krishna means the all-beautiful one. Rama means the source of all spiritual strength. So, as our teacher, the teacher of our teachers, Srila Prabhupada said, in Mexico they call it sol, and in America they call it sun, and in India they call it Surya. But are we speaking about some different planet? We're all speaking about the same sun, different names, the same sun, the sun that's in your eyes right now. So in that way we understand who is the all-beautiful one. You may call him Jehovah and I may call him Krishna, but it's the same sun. It's the same sun giving light to all. So for a few moments, let's just sing this mantra together. You can take whatever meaning, but ultimately this is the cry of the soul. This is what woke up Mel Blanc. It wasn't, "What's up, Doc?" It was the heart being spoken to. And it ignited his consciousness. So this is the prayer. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
If you know the words, sing along. Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
With one voice, Hare Krishna, very loudly.
Hare Krishna
Again, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
So as Ketu is playing his beautiful guitar so prayerfully, crying out to Krishna, let us think for a moment as we close here today. Let us think about 6-year-old Dhruva. What did he say when he saw the divine face to face? He said, "Oh my Lord, I was chasing what I thought was the most precious jewel, and now in the clear light of darshan, I see that it was just broken glass. And I don't want to spend my life chasing broken glass. You are the precious jewel. You are the multifaceted jewel that everyone is chasing. Please take away my desire for broken glass and give me the jewel of your blessing of pure love for you and all of your children." Please hold your hands in front of your heart like a cup, like this if you can. And just imagine whatever your heart's desire is, put it in your hands. Whatever you would approach the divine with, approach God with, put it in your hands. And as we sing, pray into that desire that it may be blessed. Together. Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord, I do not want broken glass. Together, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I do not want palaces. I do not want fame. Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
I want respect. I only want pure love for you and all of your children.
Hare Hare
Hare Ram. Nice and loud. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama.
Together, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
A little louder, Rama Rama.
Rama Rama. Hare
We have just one more minute together, and I'm going to need you not just to clap your hands, but would you consider stomping your feet? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Now, anyone who's here in the Krishna temple for the first time, just turn around and you'll see what's going on behind you. Together, everyone. Oh,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, my Lord, my sweet Lord. Oh, my Lord, my sweet Lord. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Let's have a round of applause for Ed Fitzpatrick on bass guitar from the Krishna community in Philadelphia. Ketu Dutia from Virginia. Give him a round of applause, electric guitar. My name is Gauravani. A pleasure to be with you. Shrivani. Prahlad Narasimha. Jayant on Mridanga. Thank you so much. The bill's in the mail, Dad. Just to let you know.
I was just going to say, you should see what happens on the nights we have money left to hire people. Want to thank everyone again. Now, we do have our dinner, our vegetarian feast downstairs. Some of you have table numbers. Maybe all of you have table numbers. If you go out the door, the hallway and downstairs is kind of optional shoes. We recommend you may want to wear your shoes down there. So you can stop for a moment, put your shoes on, go downstairs, find your table. We'll have a prayer led by one of our members of our local Potomac community from the Catholic tradition. Begin just before we start our dinner, and then we'll enjoy dinner. And then well, maybe you can come back up here and rock all night long, whatever you aspire to do. So thank you again for coming. It really is a great honor for us. I can just say personally for myself, there's so many near and dear friends sitting here this evening. And I'm so grateful people traveled so far and wide to be here. I know Ananda feels the same way. And thank you so much. Please come back again. This is our grand opening, but now that we're open means we're open. So you're welcome. Thank you. Hare Krishna.